The following podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing you hear is meant to expose, reveal, or discredit anyone because none of it is that serious. In fact, none of it is real. Any opinions, statements, or topics are purely for comedic and fictional purposes. We also encourage you to try this at home. But just know, we are trained professionals who absolutely don't give a f***. Enjoy the show.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
35.
Okay, I'm 32.
Now this old head right here.
Yeah, my ex 35 too. So
I'm on. I'm on.
I ain't calling you Unc.
He
They made that up.
35 to 40.
Oh my gosh. So
Age don't mean shit to me.
Well, let me get this intro. Let me get the intro.
Kids though, kids mean a lot, but
Age ain't nothing but.
all right, get the intro in. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Hey, audience people, what's going on? I am your host, Meech. I got Danny G with me.
Yo.
Sam with me.
The non-greasy one.
And we have...
That boy dry today.
Yeah.
Check him out. Check him out. He
Yeah,
dry.
fucking around.
We have a special guest with us today. Because we got a lot of feedback in the sense of having
We need a female. They said, we need a vagina on the set.
you know what I'm saying? We need a female perspective
I mean,
with a
that's
lot
what
of
they
things. So we got Kati in the building.
Hi.
You know, Kati, we appreciate you for coming through.
Thank
you. Know what I'm
you.
saying? I reached out to you and stuff like that, and thank you for coming through though, for sure.
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, cool.
They said we needed that female perspective.
Yeah, and hopefully you bring it on today.
I'm happy to
don't hold
see
back.
people I grew up with doing good things, so I'm happy to be here.
Amen.
I ain't grow up with you. Shit. What the fuck you talking about?
Don't call me brother.
Just so you women know, he's an Aquarius man, so that's why he acting like that.
But hold real quick though. Subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram. Also, you know, we on the Apple Podcast and Amazon Music. Also, we got merch. These two, you see these two guys right here.
Merch.
We're in the merch. We got more merch coming soon. Website will be dropping soon also. Yeah, please stay tuned for that. Okay. And we, you know, with the merch, you know, is this guy idea right here. Last time he kept on bringing the heat press. It was like we're going to do screen print.
Hey, so I had to let motherfuckers know who we are.
No, you definitely do it.
Yeah,
I tell you this, you're definitely doing the groundwork. It's an amazing job, and we appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate it. Trust me. We ain't getting paid yet, but we're doing about it.
Yeah, we gonna get there.
Yeah, we gonna get there.
Consistency is key.
We gonna get there. So first thing first, Kati, again, welcome.
Hi.
You are our first guest.
Really?
Yeah.
really?
I would never forget that.
That's why you got the hospitality you got today.
Period. They treated me good, y'all. I ain't
As soon
can't
as you
lie.
got here, everything was laid out.
They got the ice in the bag.
Niggas
Got the
moving
Simply. Damn.
Niggas moving different.
Sam trying to start problems, but they was moving a little different. I don't know. That's what he says.
That's crazy. But real quick though, so I want to get into you real quick. I know you do content.
I
You
do.
got a whole YouTube page, right? Business also. You got a business. I know on your page you said you're gonna do a relaunch in 2025. Can you tap on that real quick?
Hi guys, my name is Catiana. So I do a little bit of everything. So first of all, I own a business. It's called Malfunction. It was a shapewear brand, but I am relaunching and rebranding. So it won't be so much shapewear once we relaunch in the fall. That's what I'm working on right now. I do content. I have a YouTube channel, Catiana Salent. That's my first and last name. That's all of my social media platforms. And I've been working in marketing for 6 years. I'm a social media manager. I work in the plastic surgery industry. And I also am a waitress / bottle girls on the weekend.
Ooh, plastic surgery. I did not know that though.
Yeah.
Damn. How you got into that?
So I'm not sure if you know, but in my early 20s, I started off doing entertainment. I was interviewing a lot of rappers. My goal with that dream was for me to become like a journalist in the entertainment industry. And once pandemic hit, well, a little bit before once pandemic hit, this was like 2019, I was like, I'm not really making any money here, but I know that I'm really good at creating. I just didn't know like what it was that I was good at. And then that's when I basically apply. I went on Indeed and I applied for a PR position at a plastic surgery center, and it was a PR personality position. Okay. And when I saw her on my resume, she was like, "Send you a reel." It's not the reel that we have on Instagram now. It's basically like a video of all your work that you've done. And I've done like a lot of different interviews, so I like kind of put so many different videos together and I emailed it to them. I got hired. Okay. And I was a PR/social media personality at that plastic surgery center for 3 years. And then after that, I started working at another plastic surgery center. So I'm a social media manager there. I don't really do camera work, but I basically create the content, strategize, and just basically make the surgeon a star.
So do you say like, share, and subscribe every
on my YouTube channel, of course. I definitely
I'm talking
say
about
that.
for the plastic surgery people.
Well, I'm not really. He's funny. He's so funny. I'm not really the face on that platform. It's really the surgeon. I'm behind the scenes. I film, I edit, I shoot, I film his patients. I'm the one posting. I'm the one creating the copy for the page. I'm the one commenting. I'm the one doing the leads on the page. So if we get people who want to get plastic surgery, who want to meet the surgeon, I'm the one responding. I'm the one putting it in our CRM system, which is a system we use to get all of our leads in.
So you're doing like the before and after pictures and everything?
I do all of that.
The titties look good.
The titties be looking good already. I don't edit them. The only he does nose too. So the only time I edit is if they have like a lot of acne. I'll go in and I'll edit them just so they could look good. Because sometimes the writers will be like, "Hey, can you take off the before? Because I look crazy in the before." And I know women are really, about our skin. Won't play about our skin. So I'll remove the blemishes and post their before, but make sure I remove the blemishes.
So let me ask you a question. When it comes down to the pictures, right?
Yeah.
Or just the clients in general. Was there ever a time that you see a woman come in there and be like, "I don't think you need that. I don't think you need any work"?
Yeah, but to be quite honest, I have got work done too. So it's like, my thing is, it's like, you never know what a person, I got a BBL, I got 2 BBLs, but you never know what a person, you can see what a person look like, but I'm always, if that's what you want, that's what you want. Okay. So you're never gonna be like, "Okay, I don't think you need this." If this is what you want, this is what you want, pay for it. I'm all for upgrading your life the way you want to upgrade it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So do you battle with body dysphoria?
No. When I first got my body done, I had just started working there. I'm gonna say I was there 4 months, and it was free, and that's why I did it. I never thought about. I never even knew about
the perks. God damn it! Wherever she work, y'all go apply.
I don't work there no more, but
my bad.
they still family. At the end of the day, that's still a company that I respect. But when I first started, I didn't go in there saying, "Oh, I want a BBL." I didn't even know what a BBL was. I just wanted that job because at the time I really wanted to work in social media. Gotcha. I really wanted to work in media. That was my thing. I was very passionate about it. Right. So when the opportunity came, I was like, "Okay, cool." We had a surgeon coming from Pennsylvania, and they was like, "We need a patient. We need to promote this surgeon. So we need a patient to do a BBL." And my boss was like, "Do you want to do it?" I was like, "Okay." Not because I wanted my body done. At that time, I was 26. And I didn't have plans on getting my body done. I never had it. That wasn't really, BBLs wasn't really a big thing in 2019. So like, yeah, I didn't really care about it. I was just like, I'm gonna do it because I want to be on camera. I love being on camera. I love talking. So it's like, I want to share my journey. So when that opportunity came, I did it.
So hold up. So if they would have fucked you up,
which they did it. Shit.
That's right. Clock it.
Sam, I don't know. This nigga got an earpiece in or some shit. This nigga been on go all day today.
Public relation is in the back right
so
now.
If they would have fucked you up, would you still promoted that surgeon?
That's a really good question. I'm gonna be honest, if they fucked me up, I would have never promoted him. However, I was a skinny BBL. When I first started, I was small. I was 140 pounds. So when I did my first BBL, it was when you're small, there's not really gonna be much of a complication if it's not like a embolism or if one cheek looks bigger than another cheek. Skinny girls don't really have those issues when it comes to a BBL. But if you're like a bigger sized woman, I'm not calling nobody fat, but like if you're a bigger sized woman, there's more risk.
But I know for some doctors, they want you to lose that weight.
Of course, definitely. You have to meet a certain BMI before you get surgery.
That's a real thing?
It's definitely a real thing.
You got to, right?
So how many dudes, fuck that, how many dudes you seen in there come and get a BBL?
Men don't get BBLs. They get
Man,
lipo.
this shit all fabricated.
Hold on, but men don't get BBLs. They really get lipo.
That's
But
what
here's
you
the
say,
thing,
lipo.
though. I feel like there's so many misconceptions around surgery. I've worked in this industry for 6 years.
Okay.
The misconceptions are every time y'all see somebody look crazy, y'all call it a BBL. It's not. Some girls go get ass shots. Ass shots are putting foreign substances in your body, and you do that illegally. That means you went to a hotel, somebody came in and injected your butt with some foreign substances.
Crazy.
Yes, a BBL is transferring your fat from your back, your stomach, your waist to your butt. It's not you putting anything into your body. That's your own fat being transferred. Okay. So like with me, when I first got my first BBL in 2019, I was small. I didn't have enough fat. So he told me the only thing I could do for you is transfer it to your butt. I wanted hips because I had hip dips. He was like, you don't have enough fat for that. So the fat that I did have, he transferred it to my butt. And I feel like there's such a misconception with surgery. People feel like, when y'all be seeing people look crazy, oh, they got a BBL. That's not a BBL. They got shots. Shots and a BBL is two different things.
Two different things.
Yeah.
The ass shots be crazy though, because I know that there's stories that girls get concrete up their ass.
Yo, cement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's foreign substances. Things that's not supposed to go in your
That's why they
body.
asked me so hard.
And it's not done by a
All
surgeon.
makes
It's not done by a
sense.
doctor.
Because I remember that experience you told me?
He was gonna agree with that shit. He been agreeing today.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Talk
I
to me.
experienced some hard booty. You know what I mean? Like concrete booty.
That's terrible. That's terrible, brother.
That
Hard
was,
ass.
experienced that?
No.
Hard booty?
Yeah. First of all, you
not-
definitely experienced it in the club.
See, but that's the difference though. I told you, I don't even want the motherfuckers by me. I told you this
So you
shit.
just throw money and they fall.
I don't even do, man, listen,
Oh, yeah, you
I
don't
do
throw
not
money.
do that.
So what you do in the club?
Hey baby, get a drink and go please the next man. I told you this. Why the fuck why we revisiting the story?
You know what? Real quick, when it comes to clubs, because you are a bottle girl, right? Is there such thing as the bottle girls or bartenders get more love than strippers?
Well, I've never worked in a strip club, so I don't know how that goes.
Okay.
I work in a lounge where it's waitresses and bartenders.
Shisha Lounge, by the way.
Yeah, Sisha Lounge, Sunrise, and Hollywood. But like I've heard of that, but I've never worked in a club, so I can't really answer that question because I don't know. But working in a nightlife, there's always going to be some type of favoritism. For sure, definitely.
Have you experienced that? Like just by being in the lounge,
Even
like,
within
Yeah.
the bottle girls.
like you know
Maybe you
what?
might be
Yeah,
prettier than
'cause-
the other.
Yeah, no. People have preferences. There are men who like skinny girls. There are men who like the thick ones. There are men who like dark skin. There are men who like light skin. So of course, everybody has their preferences. So of course, you're gonna meet somebody that be like, well, I don't want her. I want somebody else.
No, for sure.
And I've experienced that before, and it's fine.
I was
Like,
gonna ask you, did you ever get curved?
curved?
Yeah.
That means she
Have I ever been
I
curved?
know.
That's such a great question.
I ain't
Curved
gonna
at
lie,
work
'cause-
or curved in general?
No, at work, because I ain't gonna lie. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
like we touched on earlier, why 9 to 5 niggas cheat, right? So did you meet your 9 to 5 nigga in Shisha and got curved?
He I ain't gonna lie, he just kind of threw me off. He like put so many things. So let me
told you
tell
ruffle
you
feathers.
what he's saying. So earlier I said why 9 to 5 men are so cheap because they was having a conversation. However, he just asked me, have I ever met a 9 to 5 man in my nightlife job that was cheap? No. To answer your question.
Okay.
No. No man that's ever been in my life has ever been cheap. Ain't no man ever been cheap with me, baby.
5 men, correct?
Of course, my my recent relationship, which ended last year, he was a 9 to 5 guy. He worked hard as hell. Just didn't work out.
It just didn't work out.
That's it.
So you experienced both, like 9 to 5 guy and like the fast money.
Yeah, but I want me a guy who got like a job or a business. I'm not with the
No
fast
matter-
money stuff.
That's a job.
Fast
What
money.
part?
Fast money is a job.
Well, I'm glad it's a job, but I don't want that man. I don't want that man.
That's crazy, though.
No, for real, like stability is my biggest thing. You know why? Because I didn't come up from riches. You feel me? I come from immigrant parents. My parents are Haitian. They worked. I've never seen my mom without a job. My mom and my dad worked really hard. So there were a lot of struggles. So when I see there's potential to be a struggle, which I know we can't avoid struggle, I just be like, no, I don't want to do this. You feel me? Like, I'm good. I'm single right now. I don't have children. I work 2 jobs. I'm pretty stable alone. So when I come across somebody that might create some type of instability in my life, I don't want it.
Definitely. You definitely don't want nobody to drag you down.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Definitely don't want that.
I ain't with the bullshit.
But you know what? Real quick though, we want to do this special announcement. Again, thanks to this man, Danny. He done got the whole podcast.
From starting from pressed on shirts. Pressed on shirts.
To now we are official partners with Humano. You know what I'm saying? Can we give a round of applause for that right there? You know what I'm saying? We appreciate you.
Consistency and hard work.
Oh yeah, for sure. As you can see, the bottles right here. We got all types of bottles. Can you tell them what we got real quick?
So the blue one is a Neho.
A Neho.
Top line. You know, I done tried all these motherfuckers. He say, boy, you don't know which one you want.
Yeah, for real.
I done been on. I genuinely sampled all 4 bottles. So
And which one your favorite though?
all 4 bottles.
All 4 bottles. Humano, shout out to Humano. We appreciate
Big
you.
ups.
We got hats too.
Yeah, we got Humano merch too.
Yeah, we got the merch. I ain't want to wear it because I ain't go go with my fit.
In his thuggish era. he on some YN shit with a scully and it's motherfucking 100 degrees
gosh.
outside and shit.
Man, you know that's the stilo.
But we here.
You crazy.
Appreciate the Humano though.
Beach be having his YN moments, bro. You gotta
What you mean?
So because he's still in the middle of Big Bro and YN. He ain't figured that shit out yet.
Nah, yeah, boy, crazy. But you know what? So real quick too. Well, after the announcement. So you know we're gonna tap back into the whole 9 to 5 guys cheat thing or whatever. Right? So I have a question I'm gonna pose to all you guys. Well, for you mostly, Katu. Is it and let me know what's your opinion? Does men save money being single or women save money by being in a relationship?
That's a really good question. Here's my thing though. I feel like this is why that question is very I gotta think about the word for that question. But what I want to say is that people are starting to see other people as a detriment to their life. And that's why love is so bad right now. Everything is a detriment. But I feel like it all depends on a person's mindset. Here's what I see about people getting together and their money. Okay. You do what works for you and your person. You don't do what social media is posting. You don't do what these podcasts are posting. You do what works for you. So like, I feel like it's definitely what the person thinks. Like if you think that having a boyfriend, you're gonna save money, that's your mindset. I don't think like that. I feel like being with a man, we building a partnership. So me and a person, a connection means more to me than making money. Because when you fall off, if you have that person, if you have somebody by you, that's like my biggest thing. Like having people by my side. Sure. So like being with a man and saving money, that's not a thought I would ever think about.
So, but let's say number wise.
Yeah.
Did you save a lot of money when you were in a relationship?
My last relationship, no. Everything was 50-50.
50-50.
So if
I saved, he saved.
Okay, because I was gonna ask shit. If I spent money on you, like if I come in, baby, put your money up. I'm spending money on you. Do that make you like me more, or would you tell me, you know what, baby, keep your money. I got this.
Personally speaking for myself, I have a lot of trauma when it comes to like money and stability. So when a man comes and he provides, it kind of like rocks my world. So it makes me happy. Nonetheless, because I can empathize with everybody else, I'm gonna always see how I can be of help in that situation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I like that. That's a good response.
I think everybody just not afraid, but don't like the person that's too dependent.
Depending on them.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's just both sides.
Hell yeah. I don't want nobody depending on me.
That's too dependent, and no man want a woman that's every week. Let me get $40. You feel me? Like
Speak for yourself, goddammit, shit.
That's 100% correct.
It's true.
Speak for yourself. Don't say what you think. Shit.
So you would want a woman that's super dependent on you.
I want $40 sometime.
That's what I was. Listen, I'm saying.
I had to fuck with you though, because you've been agreeing to everything a motherfucker said. But at the end of the day,
he knows damn well he don't want that.
At the end of the day, if she was in motherfucking, if she had a Burger King job, she ain't got it every time you look around. She ain't got it. Guess what? I'm gonna be happy when.
But that's your fault. You should be.
Can I finish talking?
All right, go ahead.
If she come to me and say, "Hey, you think I can get $100 so we gonna hang out?" Yeah. At the end of the day, I know she got to come home and ask me for money. I'm happy. I know she ain't gonna go out and do her thing because she ain't got no money.
But that's the type of man you are. I'm not.
Yeah, so speak for you. That's why I say speak for yourself.
At the Burger King job, we gonna get on Indeed and find other jobs that pay
Speak
more.
for yourself, motherfucker.
But you know, when you think about it, is that a good thing or a bad thing, or is that is that control or is that love? Because now you feel
That's
like
love.
That's control.
you feel like she gonna always come and ask you because she ain't got it. Is that control or is it love?
That's love.
Man, that's niggas that just want to control with money. That's it.
Yeah.
Period. Because if a nigga see you at a certain
Like I
position,
say, speak for yourself.
His
That's
job
love.
is to elevate you and get you to a higher position.
I'm elevating her when she come ask me
Because-
for the bread so she can go hang out.
Come on, dog.
I'm
No,
elevating
because
her
I'm
when she got to
impartial.
come to
I
me.
can kind of see both parts. He's being supportive, but at the same time, it can go to a place where it becomes control. But I see where you're coming from, and I like it. But when it becomes control, it's like, nah, nigga, you trying to like, you trying to like put me on a
that way,
leash.
when you feel that way, then you tell
Communicate
me.
that.
But till then, keep
look,
coming for them $100.
So what happens when she need that $100, but you mad at her?
I'm gonna still give it to her.
You gonna still give it to her?
Yeah.
I'm about to give her allowance then.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't like
Put on the
allowance.
payroll.
It's giving I don't get it. It's giving I don't get no money. I'm a bum. Like, why you give me allowance?
That's what
That's what you want.
I'm not giving. No, fuck no. I'm just making sure she good. But she got to come to me for everything. Fuck that.
But the thing is, you
Yeah.
know
Her
better.
Burger King check gonna run out.
Exactly. That's the point. You know the Burger King check gonna run out.
It's all right though.
Knowing damn well she go apply for that little administration position and get that job and get paid more.
Don't worry about it. Keep coming.
So you just about to be a father figure then.
Yeah.
Look, he talking about yeah.
Come on, come through. I got you, baby.
Crazy.
Because at the end of the day, you got to come home.
Nah, you gonna control her with your money. That's what you gonna do.
It's not controlling.
You know she gonna stay in line.
It's making sure she all right when she need it.
And I see that point, but I see that point, but I just want to make sure it don't get to a point where it's control.
And that's why I indicated.
And I never want to be controlled.
That's why I said, once you feel like I'm trying to control you, you let me know.
Okay.
Cut your ass off.
Why would you?
That's
See,
crazy.
that's control.
No, that's not control. That's
What?
Listen. That's not.
Cut me off when I tell you, hey, I ain't gonna lie for like, and then you like, I don't want to talk to you
That
no
is
more.
not
Whoa.
control. That is not control.
What is it?
That's you. That's for you to understand.
Kid?
It's been bullshit.
Yeah.
Big bullshit.
I know he was a bullshit.
Meech, what's going on?
I don't know. He was the bullshit. I told you
today.
That's what it is.
I love the
That's
content.
He's funny. He's funny. I get him, but I don't. But
Okay.
That's crazy. Though.
I get what
They
he
trying to cut me
do.
off though, but
No,
at the end
I
of the
get what he
day,
trying to do, but all he do is manipulating the situation to say
for
that
sure.
he's
a
controlling.
manipulator you are? Is that what you do?
Is that part of the zodiac sign?
so, ooh.
No, Aquarius
Hey,
are
hey,
just very detached. I don't know them to be manipulators, but they here for a good time, not a long time.
Which zodiac sign are like the so-called,
For me,
yeah.
my love match is a Cancer and a Scorpio man.
In the sense of wait, talking about the whole love match. Like, did you go somewhere to figure that out?
No, I study metaphysics a lot, so
Metaphysics.
yeah.
And none of that shit you study true. Because at the
Different
end of the
strokes for
day,
different folks, babe. That's okay.
at the end of the day, like I thought about it earlier, JJB say it's compatible. You got to be compatible. That zodiac shit is just out the door.
And it's okay because those zodiac signs are different. So if your zodiac sign is not compatible with mine, baby, it's not gonna work.
Is that like the number one thing on your list?
One of them.
One of them.
Top three?
I don't want no fire sign man. So no Leo, no Sagittarius, no
Top three?
Aries. Yeah.
Oh.
No Leo, no Sagittarius, no Aries. For me.
Leo's. I'm sorry.
My mama Leo. No offense to Leo women, because I love y'all. But the Leo men, I don't know.
though.
I don't know. But I make great friends with Leo men. What? We could conquer the world, like we could build businesses together, but relationship? Oh hell no.
Can't do it.
Leo men are my good friends. Like we make good money together. I have a Leo friend that I've been friends with for years. We could create together, but to be together, oh hell no. Because Leo men, they love attention, and it's like it's them or nothing.
So they like more
So
attention
wait,
than women?
Hold on.
So hold on. Do they like more attention than women?
I'm gonna say that.
Well, look, she nod her head quick as shit.
They like it gotta be them or nothing.
So who gonna be in the? Tell me who gonna be in the mirror more?
Leo men, they go real good with Gemini women. They go real good with Gemini women.
So you saying the Leo man gonna be in the mirror more than his old
No,
lady?
no, it's not about that. It's not about them wanting to be in a mirror. It's just more so they want to always be acknowledged.
Hey, for
No
those
matter
who
what they
study-
do, they need to be acknowledged.
For those who study zodiac signs, come holla at my girl.
I ain't no zodiac sign girl you could holler at, but I study metaphysics.
I hope you got like a crystal ball at home.
I
the
used to
card
have
she
Princess
flip over.
Nanamo. Nanamo.
That's crazy. You know what? Real quick. So I want to tap into because I had watched your last vlog episode.
Okay.
And you talked about solo dates and stuff like
Yeah.
that. How's that going for you though?
I love solo days.
You love solo dates?
I have the most fun when I go out by myself.
Really?
I went out last Friday. I had a ball. The owner of the damn lounge was giving me so many shots, but I really enjoy my own company, and that kind of scares me.
It kinda scares me.
No, I do the same shit. I hang out by my. I tell you all the time.
Yeah, you do.
I hang out by myself. If you can't hang out by yourself, you got a problem.
Yeah.
And that's why I be telling Sam you can't do that.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, sweet.
Sam, you got to go outside by
I
yourself.
hang out by myself.
Listen,
Come
so
on, I hit the bar by myself, guys.
I go out by myself and I have a great time.
That's the point. Y'all don't know because I'm on myself.
Hey, if you can't hang out by yourself, you got a problem.
Yeah.
I
Nah,
love
but
hanging
look-
out. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy my company because I'm a little cray, so not everybody can handle cray. So like I'm like I can handle this cray. Hey, we having a good
Do you
time.
think going out with no company is inviting company?
What? What kind of question is
Let me
that?
ask you a question. So look, you gonna get to the bar and you by yourself, especially as a female.
It might invite company, but shit is what you want to attract, like what you want. Like you could tell a nigga no.
Facts.
I'm so good at saying yes and no, but I just got good at that. But I wasn't always good at that. But now it's easy to be like no.
So when you say you just got good at that, you were vulnerable for attention when you went out by yourself?
No. I wasn't vulnerable. See, I love when people kind of misconstrue. No,
It was
that's not what it was.
misconstrued. I just wanted to,
Sir.
I want to understand that.
He trouble. This the troublemaker on the podcast right here.
I need to understand
Oh,
that.
you peep?
No,
That's
okay,
a
so
troublemaker right
no,
here.
So when I go out, it was never when I go out, I'm going out for me. It's never about nobody. Like I don't give a fuck who out there. I'm going out for me. But nonetheless, it attracts all kinds of things. But I'm saying that I said that because I was a little naive. Well, not little. I was naive. And I used to always think that anything that was attracted to me was a good person. And I know now that it's not always good. And now I know how to protect my energy now.
Damn.
You attract them all, bro.
Who said that?
You
You got a
Sam
lot.
saying some stuff I know about.
hot commodity. That's what it is.
Who said that?
So besides the solo dates, are you actively dating? Like what
I'm not actively dating right now.
You're not? Okay. I'm
No.
gonna tap into the whole
You can ask about my personal life, Meech. I'm cool. I ain't scared of the smoke.
No, so I was gonna ask about the whole dating thing, like the ghosting culture. Do you believe in the ghosting culture?
Yeah, I've ghosted. People have ghosted me, so I get it.
Damn.
Wait, say that again?
I've ghosted, and people have ghosted me.
Oh,
Yeah,
They
like
ghosted you after how many conversations?
okay. So the last time I got ghosted was in 2022. I feel like this is a high profile man. He had a lot going on.
High profile man.
right?
Yeah,
What makes him a high profile man?
he was in the NFL.
Damn.
What?
He didn't ghost you. Shit, he got tired of you. Shit.
We hung out 4 times. I didn't do
But
nothing
you-
to make him mad or nothing.
But you gotta understand. So when he ghosted you, did you let it go easily, or you called it and you wanted
No.
you wanted clarification on why he ghosted you?
I never
Or
asked.
the text message.
I never asked because I felt like we wasn't that deep enough for me to ask him. But I just know that he was going through a lot with his contracts. So I didn't bother him about that.
You understood that though.
I got it. I was hurt, but I got it.
Okay.
But I was drunk calling sometimes.
Ah man, you one of those.
Yeah, I'm a drunk call my nigga 50 times. I don't care. 100. I don't care.
You one of those.
Yeah,
And you texting too, right?
yeah. And he ain't respond, but it's
And
all
she
good.
might pull up.
Might change his number.
No, I knew his crib and I didn't pull up.
Okay.
One thing about it, because
You said you crazy shit. I just want
I
to
never said I was. I said no.
I want to
I'm
understand
not
how
crazy, but when I hang out, I like to be cray. I'm not a crazy woman. Stop
Cray-cray.
trying to put that narrative on me.
I'm
sister.
not. I'm just trying to
I
get.
see what you're
I'm trying to get an
doing.
understanding.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I don't want to put something on you when I'm trying to get an understanding. That's it.
So yeah, basically, he definitely did ghost me. I haven't spoke to him since then. That was 2022. But it was like he was going through shit, and
He's still in the league?
yeah.
So
Well, shout out to him then.
yeah,
Shout out to him.
Ghost you and still
That's when he got his contract situated.
ghoster.
She got it right.
Let me tell you something about me.
Gotta go, baby. I'm sorry.
The last don't mean nothing for me.
But let me
It's
ask you a
cool.
question. In all honesty, though,
Yeah.
when you get ghosted, you're a beautiful black sister,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you get ghosted by men, do that bring you down? As in, like, make you feel like you're ugly, like your self-esteem go low when you get ghosted?
No. So I've been through so much in my life. I have a therapist, so I'm in therapy.
Okay.
Shout out to that.
And it's just like, to me, it's more so we're not aligned. And like I said, I study metaphysics a lot. If me and a person just can't connect, it's not in alignment with what God wants for me. So it hurts. And of course, I might go through my confidence or self-esteem issues, but it doesn't last long. It's like, this wasn't for me, period. I really believe on what's for you, it's gonna be for you. So when it don't work, it don't work. I'm not finna crash out and die. Like, I ain't finna die. It's 8 billion people on this planet, bro. I'm beautiful. I'm gonna always find somebody else.
I had a conversation, and I think I touched on with you.
Wait, my stomach was growling. I hope they don't hear that.
So
Yeah.
we got popcorn.
We
We got popcorn. We stay with snacks. And we got popcorn and Diet Coke. You know, we don't want you to. But I had this conversation earlier this week, and I was talking. You know, I don't have a therapist, but great lady I can call, coworker. No matter what time of day it is, I can call her, right? And we were just talking about fathers and daughters and stuff like that. And she always said, she told me, she was like, the way you treat your daughter and interact with your daughter is the woman she's going to grasp to. So would you say, if your father was around, if he was in your younger life, did he give you those conversations to know what man to look for, what not to look for in a man when you out on these solo dates?
I know you Haitian, so.
Yeah, that's actually a really good conversation. I love my dad. We have such a great relationship now. But the first time I had a real conversation about anything, it wasn't even about men. But the first time I had like a real conversation with my dad was 10. I had just got my period. And he was just like, you know, now you becoming a woman and like you can't play with boys. But he couldn't really tell. He didn't really say much. The first time my dad had a conversation with me about men, it was 17. And I'm gonna be transparent. At 17, he asked me if I was a virgin. I wasn't a virgin at that time.
So
I was
too late,
17.
you think?
It was already too late. But the thing is, I grew up in a Caribbean household. Like, they don't talk to you about that type of stuff. They don't. They don't. But my dad did what he could. You feel me? But always in the back of my head, I always knew that my father would protect me from whatever it was. But he just never broke down to me what the real world was. He never did that. He never gave me game. He never did that. I'm his second daughter, and I was his baby girl. So he never gave me game, but he would like kind of hint at stuff. I kind of wish he did give me game, but it's like, what father is gonna give their daughter game for real?
And I was coming
Let's
to that
be
because
real.
we all
'Cause
girl dads. So therefore, I was going to ask you: do you think it's best that we give out? You
Yes.
know, is a
We
different
got to, bro.
is a different culture.
I didn't even need it.
Yes.
So would you say it's better now to give daughters that conversation early or wait? And when I say early, 10, 11, 12, then wait till 17?
No. Give them that conversation 10 and 11. I'm so sorry because I could remember everything from 10 and 11. I wish my father gave me that conversation at that time and I wouldn't have moved as fast as I did in high school. And my dad did what he could, but he just didn't have it in him to kind of tell me, you don't have to be like talking about sex and all that. Just be like, you know, before you give a man any of your attention, he has to really work for that attention.
Is that what he was telling you?
He didn't tell me that.
So real quick, in the sense of game, do you feel like your dad had the game though? Like, because since
Yeah, my daddy got 4 baby mamas and 4 daughters, and we all back to back.
he was slinging
God
that
damn.
basically.
Yeah, my sister Tanya, she just turned 34 on Wednesday. I'm 32. Taisha's 31. And I believe Shanice like 27, 28.
But when he was doing all this, was he doing it in the States or the Caribbean?
Here, Miami.
So yeah, he got game.
He was hanging out.
Yeah. Because you know,
Yeah,
most
I
of us,
know. I love my daddy. I hope he don't see this, but I love him. He can't watch this.
Hey, shout out to Dad, man. Wherever you at, you the
My daddy
truth.
is a great person. I love my daddy.
You the truth, Dad.
But nonetheless, though, I feel like I wish he would have told me these things early on. And I kind of would. My mom did what she could. My mom was been talking about boys. So I was like, get away from the boys. Like,
Already.
but having a man tell you is like, okay.
different, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So by the time my daddy already was asking me, it was like, I was already doing me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's different. Because I know for sure, I know for our daughters, I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait.
to get on
As soon as they get down on their period, tell them to stay away from boys. But don't be aggressive. Don't be like, don't be weird
You
about
gotta
it.
ease into it because at the end of the day,
Women are emotional. So you have to
Well,
feel, we have
She
to
about to
feel
be
you
too.
before we see you.
yeah.
We have to feel, just know that women have to see you before they feel you. I mean, they have to feel you before they see you.
And that's why I always
It's
try
how
to
you
play
make them
that.
feel.
That's why I always try to play that role in being there for my daughter because at the end of the day, I don't want my daughter to turn out like y'all boys talk about, hey boy, you seen G daughter?
But I feel like little girls, like girls particularly, are smart.
Yeah.
So girls, they
But
know
they're
how
only
to-
majority of the time they're only gonna do what they see that's what's done to their mom or how a man is treating their mom or
No, not even
vice
that.
versa.
I'm saying like as far as them doing any act, they're smart. They
Emotions
even though-
play. I don't give a damn how smart you are. Emotions always gonna play the biggest factor, right or wrong.
It does for women.
So
I
don't matter.
gotta be real.
No matter how smart they are, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, emotions are always gonna compensate the fucking the brain you got.
So
Yeah,
you
for
feel like
sure.
because the emotions is gonna come out. Whatever it is.
Nigga, emotions will turn a woman. You can be the smartest motherfucker on the world, on the planet, but their emotions gonna get the best of them and they gonna supersede whatever they feel that's right.
Exactly.
Is their emotions gonna overcompensate that. So whatever all that bullshit, being smart and all that shit, at the end of the day, if I don't show my daughter that emotionally I love her, guess what she gonna do? Fuck how smart she is.
guaranteed.
She gonna do what the fuck her emotions tell her to do.
Exactly.
But you know the thing too though, I feel like these new age dads, especially the new age girl dads,
Girl, dads, yeah.
we actually doing that.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that much. I feel like the new dads are doing way much better. Honestly, like I got homeboys who got daughters, I got friends who got daughters, I got family members who have daughters. I feel like they're doing a way better job. But then I don't blame my parents though. Like I said, my mom and my dad are immigrants. They come from Haiti, so they wasn't. My dad is the first kid, out of like 5, 6 of them. My mama is the first kid out of 10 of them. So like they didn't really know. My mama had me at 20. They didn't really know how to nurture and build a kid. I had a lot of resentment until I got into therapy, and I'm like, yo, I can't even blame them. They was young as hell.
How long you
Not to
been
cut you. I'm sorry. Hey
year.
man. People, if you need help, go to therapy. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Definitely.
Definitely in the society we are in today, it's nothing wrong with therapy.
there? Yeah, I'm actually gonna get there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I'm still trying to understand therapy.
So yeah,
I
Sam,
really
Sam,
don't
Sam
understand.
doesn't really believe in therapy.
I don't understand it. I mean, I understand it, but I don't understand it. I really don't understand how can therapy get you through whatever that trauma that you have.
so
Are
hold
you? Do you have a Caribbean background?
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Okay, so, so therapy. You're speaking to a medical doctor who is a licensed professional,
Okay.
and whenever you speak to them, they could be able to tell you where it's coming from and where it started, so you're able to heal those parts of you. And I enjoy therapy. Like I'm a speaker, I love talking. So like therapy, a lot of things I already knew, but like just talking to her, it confirms everything. And then another thing that I love about therapy, The person does not know you, so they don't have a perceived perception of you.
Gotcha.
Like you could go talk to your brother, but your brother, I'm just saying, they already perceive you in a way. They're gonna kind of judge the situation off of how they already perceive you. Yeah. When you go talk to a therapist, they don't know you. So what perception were they gonna create of you if they don't know you?
But look, when you get that confirmation from the therapist, what does that do for you?
It makes you grow. You start moving different. You start
and that's called emotional
yourself.
Intelligence.
Exactly.
So the thing that you knew already about yourself, once you got the confirmation from someone else,
a therapist,
that made you a therapist.
Yeah, because you won't react, even though you know it about yourself. You won't react until somebody else tell you.
Even if you know that about yourself.
That's the part about being a human. Mentally,
because a lot of times people don't self-accept. So you're gonna accept it when you get in therapy. Like, you know what? I do have this problem, and now I want to work on this problem so I can make my world better, and so I can make everybody around me better.
Do you feel like sometimes you're in denial about yourself or a situation?
No, because
I can answer that for him.
I literally know my problems, and I tell myself what to work on.
But do you work on it?
Yes.
You're such a Gemini.
And that's what we call zodiac readers.
You are such a Gemini. You are such a Gemini.
No, because I've had times where I fucked up in situations, and I self-assess. When I self-assess, I'm like, okay, I understand where my wrongs and rights, where I do wrong, and for my next situation or for whatever else that I encountered, I do things differently.
Can I ask a question though? Do you have like power issues? Do you want to be in control of what's going on in your life and you don't want nobody to take control of that? Is that
from yes and no?
Yes and no. You say yes, so I get it.
No, this is yes and no.
Okay, so a therapist would not be controlling you. They're just telling you what's going on. You have to look yourself in the mirror.
I know what's going on.
Cool, but you got to hear somebody else out. It's not. It's why? Your world. You're right. Why? But just to have a reflection of what's really going on. You think you see it, but somebody else might see it a different way, just for perspective reasons.
I want to get statistics on how many Caucasian people, white people, and black people see a therapist, and I bet the Caucasian and white win every time because we're like you. We self-diagnose ourselves and try to fix our shit ourselves.
But then again, I'm sorry to cut you off.
Statistics of how many people that is taking therapy and how is that therapy actually helping them?
But let me ask you, I'm so sorry to cut you off, right? You said Caucasians. You got to look at it this way, though, and this might not be the case. This wasn't your intent of what you said, but Caucasians have a lot of more resources than black people. So
Correct.
That's why they're in therapy. Black people don't have resources. I have to pay my therapist $60 every time I see her. Look at this economy. Not everybody could pay $60 every time they go see a therapist. So they just might have more of the resources.
Well, now,
so we're not going to be promoting them on this platform.
Hold on. Now mental health is a big thing to me though.
Wait.
Hold up.
Ahead.
Mental health is a big thing. So therefore it's resources everywhere now. And they free. You just have to do the homework yourself to find it.
You're right. I wasn't gonna cut you off, but it's Men's Mental Health Month right now while we talk about therapy.
And that's all it is.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Yes. But yeah, there are free options out there. I found my therapist, I forgot the platform, but I pay her $60 every time I see her. And I don't have to go to her. It's virtual, and she's in Miami Gardens. She's from here. And
that's good.
Yep.
Sam, you need to go
Black
see
woman.
her. And she a sister.
Sam, just try. We ain't forcing you.
Sister.
But just,
she gonna tell you all your rights and wrong.
You know what I'm gonna do therapy for?
What?
When I'm old.
When you old?
After when you start your way. Grandkids.
He ain't gonna remember shit the therapist says.
A Gemini think they got it. They think they know it.
What that happened in the past, and we was just like, man, fuck all that. Well, let me not say that.
He gonna be cracking the bill open.
But eternally, I do feel like, man, fuck all that therapy shit. Man. Handle that yourself, man. Like, I feel like you could really.
Sam, don't stay boxing. You so smart.
I don't think.
Don't stay boxing. Listen, let me tell you something. You want to be open-minded. That's it. Just be open-minded. It's okay.
Me saying I'm going to do it when I'm 50 is being open-minded.
Just be, okay. I accept that. But just be open-minded because life is bigger than what your mind tells you it is. Just be open-minded to different things.
Life is bigger than
what you think it is, what your mind tells you it is.
My mind is telling me.
Yeah, your mind is always gonna close you up.
No,
it's telling me.
Listen to this though. Life is bigger than whatever's in your mind. It's bigger. There's a bigger world than where we are sitting at right now.
What if what's in my mind is bigger than what you think what's in my mind?
I don't think so.
How do you know?
Because it's a little box in there.
You don't know.
It's a box of thoughts.
It's a box of thoughts.
It's a box
So
of
we
thoughts.
call that lunch boxing.
So
You know
it's a
when your
box of thoughts.
food just be
Step out of that box and try new things.
when your food just be rattling around in the lunchbox. You know when your mom
What
or
are you talking about?
that's
just
where
in
your
one
mind at
place.
right now. You lunchboxing.
You are. I like that. He
I
lunchboxing.
feel like my brain.
We
is
gonna
like,
use that moving forward. Lunchboxing.
Your thoughts could be a box. Your thoughts.
It's
Yeah.
just because it's only you.
Something that you can.
It's only you.
Your thoughts have no limits.
So let me tell you something. When you're learning, what do you learn? Just from your mind? No, you learn from your outside world. You want to take advantage of that. You want to take advantage of the outside world. You don't want to just be stuck in your body, stuck in your mind. No, there's so much more in this life.
You definitely gotta scare yourself though.
Exactly.
You gotta,
Sam, go see a therapist, man. Might
It's
change
all
your
right.
life.
We ain't gonna see you no different.
yeah, we not.
Wait, have you seen a therapist yet?
I've seen one, but now I'm finna change. I'm finna get done.
Okay. I will talk to you in 6 months after your therapy.
Okay.
And then if I see something, then
Oh, so it's-
Sam, let me tell you something. When you see a therapist, I guarantee you, if you went through something 3-4 times, you're not gonna go through that no more.
Oh, this is another thing. What if I don't have any traumas?
Oh,
Everyone has traumas, bro.
Nah,
Man,
bro.
shut the hell up,
My
bro.
traumas is not.
Oh my
you
God.
can't say you.
I don't have.
You know what a trauma is? Stumping your toe. So at the end of the, when you get out of bed, you know when you stump your toe in that goddamn corner of that bed, man, that motherfucker hurt.
So next time, now you hopping out.
You jumping out.
Yeah, you
Cause
jumping out.
That can be a small trauma though.
Yeah.
Anything is a trauma. So don't say you don't have a trauma. Everybody has trauma, bro.
I mean-
You just take trauma different.
Yeah, it's something. That, it's
I
something
told you the big bad wolf,
I'm really not, bro.
bro, because you have
I'm
no.
a teddy bear, bro.
It's given I'm a Haitian boy and I know how to hide my feelings because that's what we do in our community.
I-
And I know how to just throw things under the rug and keep going. But
Maybe
that's not
the
healthy,
case.
baby.
Maybe that's the case, but I don't think so.
Well,
'cause-
one thing for sure, though, you don't want to sweep a lot of things under your rug because at the end of the day, you still gotta walk on that rug. You know
But what
I'm
if you
saying?
really genuinely feel like you haven't had any traumas?
Well, you know what? I'll tell you this. That's something that you have to figure out.
If I had any traumas?
You got
You
traumas.
have to
You
do
just
that. No,
don't.
I
You
mean-
don't want to see them as traumas though.
Yeah, you probably do. It just, but I think the trauma thing, or even just the therapy thing, like it's very taboo, you know, in our community, of course. But that's something that you need to figure out. We can tell you our traumas, X, Y, and Z, and you may not even relate to it though. But at the end of the day, I think you need to sit down with yourself and look at yourself in the mirror. Be like, you know what?
I'll try.
What is it? What's something I'm going through? What's something
Listen,
that
December we're gonna have this conversation.
this guy's
In
crazy?
December we're gonna have this conversation again, brother.
Oh my
In
god!
2026, I just may do that.
That's crazy.
And we're not forcing you to do therapy. We just want you to be more open minded because your mind is not the only place that
thing
this
is,
world can take you.
Me saying that I'm open, that's me being open minded.
You said when you 50.
Nah, now I'm giving 6 months.
So we
Hey, I
got
ain't
him
gonna
from
lie,
50 to
Meech
6
text
months.
me. Let me know how it goes in 6 months. I'd love 6 months. I want to come back and talk to Sam personally.
All right.
That's crazy.
It
Shit, he
changes-
gonna be on the
therapy
edge
changes
by
your
then.
life, though. It really does.
It did change, bro.
It does. You don't realize you're a toxic person. You're the person that's causing people trouble. You don't realize that until you get in therapy. You don't realize that you wasn't the one that started it. It's your childhood that brought that out of you. It's a lot of stuff. I'm telling you. I love therapy.
You know what's
Period.
real quick? So
Damn, I love that.
real quick though, so let's talk about this one topic real quick. It's all over social media. I do wanna bring it up. It's about marriage, mainly about Holly Berry, right? Her boyfriend, who is a musician named Van Hunt, he proposed to Holly Berry. But she turned it down. She
Wait,
did not-
what?
She did not accept it.
He proposed to her.
He proposed to her. So to give you a quick background, you know, Holly Berry been married 3 times.
Yeah.
And divorced all 3 times.
Yeah. And she had to pay half off
She
the
had
time.
to pay half. most of the
Yeah.
time.
So I understand.
Right.
She,
So, and I know she has said a quote. She said, "We don't feel like we don't have to get married or validate our love in any way, right?" And this goes back to the we had that topic in our last podcast about dealing with a woman who had 3 failed marriages, right? Most of the guys said that we deal with 3 failed marriages. Real quick though, Would you deal with a guy that had 3 failed marriages or 3?
Of course. Of course.
No,
'cause
pick
everyone's-
which one. 3 failed marriages or 3 baby mamas?
Or baby daddies?
Baby daddies.
3 baby daddies or 3 failed marriages?
Which one would you prefer?
Yeah,
3 failed marriages.
3 failed marriages.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because having 3 baby mamas is a choice.
that is a choice though.
I don't think so.
It's a choice. You greased her without a condom. It's a choice. You nutted in her.
Fair.
You greased
Have some control. Have some
That's
self-control.
not fair, though.
I'm fucking off. Shit do happen, right? Shit do happen, but at the end of the day, like 3 baby mamas, like you know, you was nutting her. You know that was a possibility.
It's crazy.
You knew it was a possibility. You still did it.
Yeah.
So,
you-
so let's say for the whole Halle Berry situation, and it's of course 2 sides. You guys, knowing her situation, 3 divorces, right? And you go ahead and propose, and she turns it down. Are you staying?
That's Halle Berry, nigga. Yeah. The fuck?
If it wasn't
fuck that,
Halle
because
Berry,
at the end of the day, Sam ain't got no morals. Fuck that. Sam don't give a damn shit.
Sam don't even care
Halle
about
Berry.
therapy.
It don't. It's a million. It's a million more. It's a million more of those. So therefore, we'll have to sit down and regroup. Yes, because at the end of the day,
But you understand her trauma though too, because that's trauma right there though.
That's what I'm saying.
you know trauma.
Because you said you
You
ain't.
know what he's saying.
You said you ain't
I
trauma.
can identify.
You can't identify something you don't have.
No, I can identify.
How do
when
you
I see it.
identify? How do you identify?
I've seen it.
How do you identify?
It's-
You can't. You don't know what trauma is if you don't have it.
You just,
so you can't see
you
trauma.
Just said it. If you hit your foot off that, if you hit your
You ain't
toe,
see it because you don't have trauma.
But I know the pain. I can
Back to Halle Berry. So therefore, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna stay. But we'll talk about it and see your reasoning. Even though he probably just head over heels for her, and she probably like,
I'm straight.
I'm good because
Yeah. Like I'm still
3
paying-
prior marriage. Right, I'm still paying the first dude off.
It's not even about payment though. Let me chime in though. Like, being that she had 3 failed marriages before going into another marriages, I know there's a deep thought that has to go into it. And her saying no is probably personal. She probably saw things that's like, I don't think I can marry you. So us being on the outside looking in, she know what she doing. It's not that she like, oh, he ain't worth the marriage or it's not worthy of it. It's probably things that she needs to get over as an individual, or that she's seen some red flags that is just not going with her. She already had 3 marriages. She has that experience, so she has that right to choose if she wants to marry somebody or not.
So the same way the same way you have that understanding for Halle Berry. Let's say that if the other shoes, if the other people's on the shoe, like if a guy 3 failed marriages, right? You with him, but you want to get married, and let's say that conversation pops up and stuff like that. He tells you like, "Nah, I'm not right now. I'm straight." But you're like, your main focus is like, I want to get married. I want to start this life with you, X, Y, and Z. Would you be understanding?
Emotionally, I would feel hurt, but at the same time, I would definitely be understanding because you got married 3 times. You already know what it is, so you know your experience. So you have to heal from that trauma that Sam said he doesn't have. You have to heal from the trauma, and you can get through it. I don't want no man to marry me if he's not ready. True. You got to be 100% ready to marry me. I ain't forcing no man to marry me.
Listen, niggas not leaving Halle Berry. That's your baddest bitch. That's the most.
It's not about being a bad bitch. A bitch could be a bad bitch, but you're not gonna last. And that's the problem right there. People are confusing, not even confusing. People will rather choose lust over love. Right. You lusting over this woman like she's Halle Berry, so that's lust. But you're not thinking about the long-term effects of this.
I mean, if he's trying to propose, he thought about it.
I'm talking about you, Sam. I ain't talking about the proposal.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
But you know what's
I'm
funny?
proposing Halle Berry too.
I had this conversation with my old lady last night, and we was talking about this whole Halle Berry situation, but we was talking about like in the grand scheme of like, you know, back in the day, Halle Berry was before Instagram models. Halle Berry was
one of the top 5.
On top 5 of everything, in every song, rappers, whatever the case may be. So now, later on, now it's like, I'm not gonna say she can't keep a man. But it's like, damn, like you've been married 3 times, divorced 3 times, and stuff like that. So now it's like, what about these girls that's coming up, the Birdies, the jaded waiters, you know what I'm saying, coming up right now, you think at the end of the day, when they get a little bit older, you think they're gonna find love?
That's a great question,
or this
Meech.
cycle's gonna get repeated in the sense of like, yeah, you was the baddest bitch back in your day, but now it's time to settle down. It's like, nah, it's not gonna.
I think it's
Meech, that's a great question. Because I'm an older woman and I am very attractive. I'm 32, but like a lot of bitches consider.
What the fuck you old at?
Bitches consider. I ain't gonna lie to you. I work with young girls at the lounge and at my day job. I'm the oldest woman. So girls think I'm old and it's cool. I don't give a fuck. But at the same time, it's like
Old as fuck.
Of course, I still do have those thoughts, but then again, I'm such a fairy in a sense. She was a fairy. Definitely me. And I always feel like I'm going to find my person. But it's more so of people just believing in themselves. It's all about the self-belief. If you're thinking, oh, I'm getting old and I'm not going to find nobody, and you just said something, she can't keep a man.
Right.
A man is so easy to be kept. Niggas go for anything. They go for a doorknob. A man is the easiest thing to get and the easiest thing to keep.
I don't think so.
A man is the easiest thing to keep. If you,
it is though.
Let me tell you something like
It
this.
is.
Sam, listen to me. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. How easy it is to keep a man. Shut the fuck up and be stupid. You can keep a man.
That's not keeping
Shut
him.
the hell up and be stupid. You can keep a man. Let a nigga do him. You can keep a man. It's so easy to keep a man.
That's keeping him
but
around.
to get a man to really
You'll keep
step,
him around.
that's some work.
That is work.
And not a lot of women could do that. And sometimes us as beautiful women, bad bitch, all that stuff, sometimes we don't have that capacity no more to try to make a man meet our needs. So we gonna let that nigga go. One thing about me, I'm leaving. I don't give a fuck. 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, I'm leaving.
So let me ask you a question.
Boy, you tough.
It ain't tough.
She tough.
It's more so, it's like, it's not worth it though. You're another human being just as much as me. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what you do for a living. At the end of the day, I always know in the back of my head I could get somebody else that's even better. Every time I leave a nigga, I upgrade. Every time. I've never went up to go down. And that's a belief system though. That individual, not man or woman, an individual has to create for themselves to know that they can get it.
Do you feel like in your daily life, you think that's gonna hinder you though?
No.
And do you do that?
I'm gonna get exactly who I want to be with.
And that's because you have the looks that you feel that way?
No.
Okay.
Mentally. And I know I got God. I'm gonna tell God this is what I want. God gonna give me that because I'm gonna be patient for it. I'm waiting for that.
Hopefully he don't bring Sam in your life, shit.
I don't want Sam no, by a
You
long
really gonna be
motherfucking
fucked
shot.
up.
By a long motherfucking shot. I don't want Sam. Joking.
not?
Sam, I
Oh
fuck
my
with you. You
God.
cool.
Hey, I'm a good guy.
What I said? Gemini's are complex. Sam is complicated.
Nah, I'm a good guy.
You are complicated, good guy.
Don't worry.
No, but the reason why I asked is because you said that every time you leave with you always upgrade. So it's like in that mindset that you have, you will always upgrade versus like if this guy ain't doing this 1-2 things, I'm done with you next.
No, not like that. I really believe in compromising when you have a partner.
Okay.
Like, I'm gonna meet my partner halfway all the time. Here's the thing though. This is an example I'm gonna give you. People always ask, oh, would you be with a broke man? No, but if I met him, listen, Sam, you got shit to say? Vibe, just chill. Let me say what I'm gonna say, right? Sam, funny. So listen to this though, right? If I get with a man and he's stable, he has all his stuff together, I'm gonna be with him. But if he fall off, I'm gonna still be with him.
Okay.
But I'm not finna meet you today and be with you and you fell off. No, I don't know you enough. You're not creating no. Women thrive off of security and feeling stable. I meet you today, you have no car, no job, you broke as fuck, I'm not gonna be with you. But if we get together and you were stable, and then cause we all have that, men and women, where we fall off a little bit, then we have to get back up. I'ma stay with you. Cause when I met you, you wasn't like that. I see your position, I know you're gonna work to get it. But I'm not finna be with somebody, I just meet you. I don't trust you enough to be naive enough to be like, oh my God, he gonna get himself together 6 months. I don't know you. I don't know you. But nonetheless, if I met you 6 months ago and you was on your shit and you had your job and you was doing your business, whatever it is, and you was good, and then you fall off, I'm gonna stick beside you because I know you have that potential to do it. But I can't meet you today at a bar and you be like, I don't have a job, I don't have a car. Fuck nigga, get out my face.
Wait, Dom, do y'all feel the same about women?
You took that shit out of my head.
Well, you did though.
Me
Took that
too.
shit right
I
out of
would
my
ask you,
head.
because he does Spider-Man beat
Sam, let me not cut you off, but men don't because like he said earlier, he want a woman to need him. Come to him. So if a woman come to him broke, he gonna take that because he can control that. He gonna take that because he can control that.
Hey, shit.
Period.
It's not controlling.
What is it, my love?
It's not controlling.
What is it, sweetheart?
It's being a responsible person in a relationship.
All right.
That boy got that cape on his neck.
Sound good.
He's saving.
I'm being real though. It's. We always want to hold. Me and you dating. Who gonna hold accountability when shit go bad?
Both of us.
Bullshit.
That's what partners do.
Bullshit.
That's
Come on,
what-
man.
that's
Let's
what you
be
think?
real.
No. When shit go bad,
Now you want to
you
agree?
just said no.
Facts.
It's not about agreeing though. Let me tell you, relationships is not one size fit all.
Exactly.
You create what you want your relationship to be.
Exactly.
You create 50-50. You create 30-70. You and your partner create that. It's not what the world tells you it's supposed to be.
Tell them boys.
It's not that.
Uh-huh.
So if we both in a bind, we gonna work it out together because that's what we created.
Yes,
But
it
if your
is.
mindset already like, I'm in a bind, I don't want to fuck with you, that's your mindset. Relationship are compromising and coming together. Right. And that's I feel like that's what, not generation, but that's what society is going through right now. It's a lot of content out here that's fucking people's minds up.
It is though.
It's a
Fucking people
generational
minds
thing though.
It ain't generational. Cause it ain't generational because the older folks was toxic as fuck too.
Facts.
Them people in the 70s and the 60s was very toxic as well.
Very toxic.
But
Very.
it's relationships, and it's not relationship. It's people, individual people that come together and be like, we're gonna work this out together. We're gonna make this work together. This is how I want you to do things. This is how we should do things as a team.
Facts.
We doing this as a team. But then there's people that's like, oh, well, it wasn't done like this back in the day. That's what you were taught. It's all a mind thing. We go back to mind and metaphysics. It's all what you think it's gonna be.
That is true. I like that.
It's all what you think it's gonna be. For real. I don't go by what I ain't gonna say, oh, I want my man to pay 70 and I'm 30%. That's really not what it is.
Man, I
for me.
think Sam trying to get back in your good graces because
Sam don't want therapy, so I don't know that.
Nah, hey, I'm open minded.
Nah,
so,
but
fuck that. He open minded. So you and your girl come to you and she said, hey babe, we should go to therapy. What you doing?
No, bro.
The relationship is over. I'm gonna tell you his thoughts. I am Sam thoughts.
Wait,
I'm
what
kinda-
you mean? I mean,
If she say,
are we
hey-
going through something?
Motherfucker in a
it's not, you
relationship.
don't have to go through nothing to go to therapy. See, that's the problem right there.
I was just about to kill him.
And that's why the Caucasians
Now
are
you on
up
the
in a
side.
pyramid
Now you
because
on
they
the
don't.
Nah, I'm
That's
being
why
for
the
real.
Caucasians are winning because they don't have to have a problem for therapy. They gonna go get it because they got the resources. We don't know that type of stuff because we weren't taught none of that. White think they excelling
I get it.
because they had the research. Like we don't even need that, but let's go do it anyways.
Right.
I'm
We
going to
have
see
to-
my therapist. Hey, how can I make $100,000 more?
And your therapist could tell you because your therapist works with your emotions. People always try to throw emotions out of everything, but your emotions is what drives you to do everything.
Hey, you just said it.
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Man, I
Sam,
ain't here
you
to preach, but I'm here.
Sam,
I'm here to show
might
you the
be
way.
A very wealthy man. Therapy might tell you that.
You don't want to hear that.
Therapy go break that well.
Nah, it's just gonna make you feel a little bit more comfortable to be in your feminine energy.
I am.
Men and women both have feminine and
He's a
masculine
teddy bear.
energy.
Remember, he's a teddy bear.
Please, Sam. Hey, Sam, I'm finna go to therapy and I'm finna be so happy to see you.
I am. 6 months.
I'm so excited. Meech, you better call me because I'm gonna be so excited for Sam.
We still gonna be waiting 6 months from now for Sam to go to therapy.
Oh my
No, I believe Sam gonna think about it. Gemini's, they gonna think. Everything he heard tonight, he gonna think about
Man,
it.
thought
Sam
about
is
it.
not. And he thought about it. and He said,
They
"Fuck
down
that."
you, Sam. I'm not.
No. I've thought about it. That's why I'm open minded. I just gotta see it.
And what you thought?
If it affects Meech, if it goes through Meech, and I see a difference in him,
Why does it have to be him?
because I don't believe in it.
See.
I don't completely.
So we
believe
just
in
went back to step one with Sam.
We're in the movie.
Sam gonna be good though. He gonna get it one day.
it. I'll be kicking one day.
One day.
He gonna get it one day.
Hopefully not.
They be hard headed now and be like, damn, they told me so. So he good. Sam is good. Sam, trust me, Sam is good. He's not a stupid kid. He's good. He's gonna do this one day. I know Geminis. I work real well with them. He's good.
Oh my gosh.
He's not a stupid kid. It's a
I like
What would
this group of
Sam
men.
do?
shirt, man.
What would Sam do?
Nothing I would do.
Oh
But
shit! Goddamn.
So
Well,
you
Sam,
know-
I think you should go to therapy.
Oh my. So
I'm
real
gonna try
quick,
with it.
so real quick, right now, what's driving the whole social media thing right now is this whole Diddy trial, and it's overwhelming because right now you got, I think it's like week 4 as we speak. Week 4, you got everybody that testifying from
Cassie,
Kid Cudi, Don from the group, whatever group it was,
Danny King.
Danny Kane, everybody is testifying, and I think even though this is old though, but I want to tap into this though, right? When Cassie was testifying and her husband, Alex Fine, right? It's like how did she prepare? You know what I'm saying? Her husband, in the sense of all the information that was coming out. Because this probably goes back to about we're not gonna comfort either though, right?
Oh wow.
But it's like listen, right? Hold on now, listen. But
I got
like,
shit to say.
Listen, but it's not about just comforting either. It's like, damn, like, am I going to accept everything that you've done in the past? Especially
if it came out,
right? If it came out like, and it definitely came out. So imagine, because I think I seen when she was testifying, he was not allowed to be in the courtroom, right? So, but the thing is, like, what's worse now is now you're not in the courtroom, but you're on social media, and everybody on social media got opinions. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna joke, they gonna clown about it and stuff like that. So it's like, so let's say for you, Kati, right? If you had a past like that, would you tell your partner everything?
Everybody knows that Kasi's an open book. Mm-hmm. I'm an open book. My man gonna know everything that happened. Everything.
Baby, I was a freak back in the day, so this what happened.
Yeah. I don't care about that. Let me like I said, guys, all this is divine. If I tell a man my past and he can't accept it, that's fine. Somebody else gonna accept it. I have no limited belief. The sky's the limit for me. I swear to God.
What's the saying again? The one man trash.
This man trash.
Hello. You might think I ain't shit, but shit, another nigga love me.
That's real now.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. That's really my mind. That's what I'm saying. This life stuff is a mindset.
And did you learn that from therapy?
No, before then I was always like that. But I got better. I got better with allowing. Therapy taught me not to give so many people access to me. I got better with that. However, this life thing is really a mind thing. Like, just because you don't want me, that don't mean the next nigga not the hell. Like, it's I think a lot of so many people on this planet.
I think a lot of people got social media and life mixed up. Like, very, very.
Of course, that's from social media to rappers to all that shit. It's a facade.
The whole facade is terrible.
So you're saying at the dating stage, it's better to just tell it off.
Oh, so
that's
that's a different question.
Right. Sarah, see how you confusing the question.
I just want to make sure.
Because he was going to eat that shit up.
Yeah,
he was going to eat that shit up. He was ready.
He thought he ate.
He was ready to eat that shit up.
I want to blur the lines. I just want to make sure.
Nah, that's totally different though. Okay. That's a totally different
So
subject.
at what point do you tell off?
I mean, like, for example, like, Cassie's situation, like, she's married. I expect her to tell her husband.
So you tell.
That's why her husband is with her. He already know what's going on. He's the one who made her testify.
I think she had to tell him before. Like
she told him before. He already know.
She had to tell him before the shit became out because if she never.
I'm talking about before marriage, all that.
She did because y'all gotta remember he was teasing. He was been calling Diddy gay on social media for years.
The husband,
Alex. Yes, wow. They only put him in court for they took him out the rape allegations part because she talking about Diddy raped her in like 2018, 2019. They took him out of court for that part, but she already told her nigga, and the real nigga gonna stay, and that's what Alex is doing. He's staying.
He is staying though.
Period.
But
the fuck?
He only stands for
y'all
the money.
acting like the pussy is not elastic. It don't care how people hit that. Pussy still gonna feel the same.
Sometimes it ain't enough vinegar out here in this world to bring that snap
Who's
back. Who's
using vinegar on their sack?
That's what Mike Epps said. Snap that pussy back.
Mike Epps don't know nothing about nothing.
Gotta get that vinegar to snap him back.
Nonetheless, Cassie has a good man standing beside her. Period.
He has a good man because I ain't gonna. That's not a good man. Hold up.
Go ahead.
That's not a good man. You want you in that situation to get Diddy money. You can't. Hold up. Because you broke. Cassie is broke.
Wait.
So hold up.
Pause.
You pause and listen to me. At the end of the day, why would you make your wife go tell on Diddy?
But she already got the money.
Hold up. Diddy going through shit because he a freak. You can't hit Diddy with no RICO for being a freak. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You cannot hit Diddy with a RICO for being a freak.
He a freak boy.
That motherfucker, she was a freak too. She just found the motherfucker dude that ain't a freak like Diddy.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. You can't.
So that's what you guys got out of the situation,
bro. At the end of the day, let's look at it for real.
You know, but listen to this.
You want me to go sue my? Hold up. You want me to come sue my ex-freaky boyfriend, ex-freaky lover, ex-freaky.
That part of it.
Hold up. You allowed all this shit. You wanted to do the same freaky shit Diddy was on. And now we need some more money because the society we living in, we got to stay up here. Let's be real. The only way we gonna stay up here is what? Oh, we go sue Diddy. Bad boy for life.
Let me ask
Diddy
you a question,
bopping.
though. Let me ask you a question, though. Okay, so it's two things I want to ask you. I don't know if you want to answer them
I'm
one
gonna
by
give you
one.
what
One
it
by one.
is.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna ask them together, and then you answer after.
I hate two-part questions.
It's a two-part question.
Okay,
Okay,
go ahead.
The first question is, how do you know that they want to sue him for his money? The second question is, do you believe that somebody could be? This is the thing. This is why I sympathize with Cassie. I feel like this was her man at the time, and she really wanted him, so she was gonna do whatever it takes to keep him. But it became to a point where it was excessive, and she couldn't handle it anymore, and she was being taken advantage of. So like, she don't have no grace for that, or no? So two questions. Well, how do you know that they're suing him for his money? How do you know it's about money? How do you know it's just not a justice of
What the
mental
husband
health?
did? What the husband did before?
He was a trainer. He was a trainer for.
It's okay to say you assume.
He was a trainer for. He was a trainer for rich people, like people who could afford him.
But at the end of the day,
he was
we went
Cassie's
through a
trainer.
recession.
Diddy booked him. Why do you think it's money though?
Hold up.
I'm
not
why do you
for
think
sure.
it's money?
I'm not
Because
for sure
let me
if
tell you,
it's money.
you said it. You said that though. You
this
gotta have facts before you talk to me.
Listen, it's okay to say we assume.
Okay, and I'm gonna say I'll
The
sue.
money was assumption.
We
Okay.
assume. Yeah.
But who knows? Do you know why she's suing him?
No.
On the outside looking
No,
in, I don't have
there you
facts.
go. That's
okay.
the.
No, but I'm gonna defend
okay
what
to
I'm
say
saying
no.
though. I could.
Come on, man.
He couldn't defend his words, but I can't defend mine.
Okay.
Outside of me having my own assumptions, I'm a woman, and I know that whatever it's.
So you're looking at it a woman's point of view.
Listen, not a woman and man. You man too. I've had men, when you fucked up about a person, you gonna do whatever for them. It takes for you to get out that situation and finally realize, wow, I was in a fucked up situation, and you grow from that. I feel like she finally realized I'm in a fucked up position. It's okay for her to be like, it wasn't okay for me to be in that situation. Just like whoever Kati was, dogged you out, whatever she did, you got out that situation, and you was like, damn, I shouldn't have been in that
past
situation.
trauma right now.
I'm a real one. I'm
But at the
talking
end of the
facts.
day, let's be real. Let's be truly real about this situation.
Meech
Back in
understand.
the
He
day-
ain't even stop. He get it.
Back in the day,
He get it.
back in the day,
Oh boy.
if you wasn't signed to a known artist, you ain't shit. And it's still like
Who
that today.
said that? You think you ain't shit? I'm telling you, it's a my thing.
Listen.
I mean,
in that
he has a
industry, let's look at it right now. If you ain't signed with Lil Wayne,
Yo, Gotti.
you ain't signed with a big artist right now. How many times you gonna hear them on the radio?
Not a lot because their budget low. They don't have a lot of money. Like that.
I'm sorry, friend. What point are you making?
Back then, Cassidy wanted to be known.
Okay.
So guess what she did?
Pay to play.
Understand.
She got with the Diddy Bopper.
But think about this. But
She
think
got it with the Diddy Bopper.
Understood.
And she knew what she was getting herself into.
she was 19 years old. She was a kid. At 19, you don't know. You can't really make real decisions for yourself.
In this world, 19,
let
you're
me
a
tell you
grown
something.
ass.
At
You're
19
an
years
adult.
old, the decisions you making now, would you make at 19 years old? You would have made the same decisions.
I wouldn't regret it.
You won't. I wouldn't regret it either. But you wasn't making this. You won't make the same decision you made at 19
Yeah,
and now.
it's all on. It's
Exactly.
all. Wait, hold up.
Big
It's all on. It's all on. Hold up.
Got 'em.
It's all. No, that's bullshit. You ain't got shit but a piece of mind. When I tell you this, you gonna have this great thought. At the end of the day, in certain aspects of life, I wouldn't make the same decisions. When it comes to spending money, because I blew a lot of fucking money at a young age, yeah, I wouldn't have that same mindset. But when you out there giving that box away,
Yes,
you out.
sexually-
Hold up. I got this.
Go ahead.
When you out there giving that box away, when you out there playing the play,
Mm-hmm.
and when you doing certain things to further your career, you know what the fuck you doing no matter your age. You can't say you a child at 19, at 17, 16. You know at the end of the day, damn, if I fuck this dude, I can make $1 million. Stop it. If I do this, I can get my face known. Come on, don't come with the bullshit of, oh, at 19 you still a child. That's bullshit. In your mind, you probably thought you was 19 and child, but at the end of the day, she was 19 and she knew what she wanted. She wanted money and she wanted to be known. So I'm gonna go fuck with the Diddy Bopper.
It's possible.
So, at 19 years old, what's your name?
Danny.
Danley?
Danny.
Danny. You were 19, Danny. You met Beyonce. And you know, she liked your penis and she wanted to have sex with you constantly, and she was paying you, and it getting to a point where it was really excessive. What would you tell your 19-year-old self at that time?
We lit.
I'm in a
So why is it different for a woman?
It's not. You know what? Listen. You know what you want at the end
You
of the
just
day.
started with a good time right there.
So
You know what you want to do
so
at the end
Danny,
of the day.
in conclusion, you don't feel like Cassie deserves any justice.
For what? She knew
for
she was
what?
with a freaky motherfucker.
I feel like the sexual things that you was doing at 19, you will be doing them at 30 years old.
Cause I'm sure she gonna tell
You
her
ain't
husband.
gonna tell me you was,
she gonna tell
you
her
was doing
husband.
something at 19.
Right.
Oh, I ain't gonna do it now that I'm 30 years old.
I bet she's
There's
still
a
that
lot of
same
things
freak.
that I did at 19 that I wouldn't do at 32.
Sexually?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right.
Listen,
Well,
man.
that was-
At the end of the day, she's still doing. I'm not assumption. She probably still doing what she was doing with Diddy. At the end of the day, you could tell a person yeah or no.
I want to
You can
understand.
tell a person yes or no.
I want to
He
understand your
is.
perspective, but I think that to me, I don't agree with everything you're saying. But I get you. I don't agree with everything though.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah,
Period.
I'm with both sides.
I like that.
But the difference is with, I feel like the most different shit with Diddy is the cuckold shit he's doing is the most different shit. Cause it's like that
nigga
far
knew
from
his power
sexual.
and he used his power. He used his power
Yeah, that's like
to his advantage.
prostitutes.
And that's
But
all.
that's-
That's all I want to say further. He used his
I
power to
agree
his
with
But
advantage.
that's everybody though. In power, everybody gonna use their power to a certain
Is
extent.
it right?
No, I'm not saying the shit is right.
So when she didn't want to do it no more because she was freaky, that she should have just accepted it.
Diddy should have let her go. I'm gonna say that. But
That's
at the end
it.
of
Case
she knew what she
closed.
was getting herself into.
But,
Gotti.
But wasn't it after
Danny
when it was
said it.
everything done, she was texting Diddy
She knew-
trying to do it again?
She
One
like
last
that.
time?
She missed
She
Diddy
wanted
peeing
to.
on
She
her.
wanted to make him happy because that was her man, and you'll do anything for
No, this
somebody
was
you
after.
love.
This was after they
After she
This
got,
wasn't after
yeah.
she got with the white man. It wasn't.
No, this is after they broke up.
And then they
she
got back
tried to
together
do
several
it.
times after that, baby. Read the
they
court
only got
case.
together to have freak offs.
You said they only got together.
I don't want to talk about this because this is just not. We don't have enough
Yeah, we don't have
personal
enough
facts.
We don't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
Nonetheless, I feel like
don't.
Cassie
The facts
deserved
is there.
justice. The only reason why I feel like she deserved justice is because it was a point in time in her life where she wanted to stop and she was unable to stop because he wouldn't allow her to stop. Period. If somebody said, I don't want, just because the person fucked you 100 times, once they say they don't want to fuck you no more, you cannot force them to fuck you.
But it's
Period.
not after she left though, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. You're trying to confuse me. It's not working, Sam. It's not working, Sam. I don't know what Sam is doing, but it's not working.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, real quick, Jay, how much time you got? Talk to me now. 120. Oh yeah, yeah, 120. We gonna have to wrap this up real quick. But you know what? I do want to finish this off real quick. This is hilarious though. I seen this on Facebook, a video. You know, female going to Jamaica getting that rub down. You been to Jamaica?
Oh, I
I've been to
seen that
Jamaica,
shit.
but I was with my man at the
Oh,
time.
I know you
Nobody
let you get
was
that rub
rubbing
down.
me down
That's
while I
right.
was
Yeah,
with
I
my
was finna say,
nigga.
That's right.
Is it safe to say that Jamaica for females is like DR and Colombia for guys?
What is
What is wrong with
guys?
this? Why is this podcast all about gender roles?
What do you
First
mean?
of all, honey,
Hold on. What do
when
mean?
you get your body rubbed in Jamaica, you're not having sex. Some women do, but you're not having sex. I'm not saying all men. Certain men go to DR for the pom pom.
Exactly.
But I
not
feel like
all,
men
right?
who do that, you don't get it for real. Because why you going to DR to pay $5 for some
That's
sex?
what I feel
when
like
you
I ain't
can
gotta
get that shit
leave.
for real. Like,
Exactly.
I ain't gotta leave the countries to go get some ass.
passport bros, what's wrong with you guys?
Exactly. We're on the
Y'all know what
timeline for
passport
what?
bros?
Yes.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
No, we're not passport bros.
I don't think y'all too young to be passport bros.
Nah, we good. We good. I've been to Colombia, but we good though. I'm straight. 'Cause
Wait,
I
is
feel like
passport bros travel to fuck type shit?
That's just what they
Yeah,
do.
we not passport bros. That's
yeah.
But I was in Collier. I said y'all too young to be there.
But they don't. They young too though.
You know what I'm saying?
They
Passport
but they
bros-
young and they're very unattractive
Passport
men. They're
bros,
ugly
yeah.
as fuck. All the passport bros look busted. I be like, oh, that's why you doing that.
But they got
Fucked
them,
up.
they got them
And they don't
40.
be having no bread. They be getting stuck in the country. Like, come on, bro.
So you got that 40?
They got that 40.
Ready to go.
Ready to go. All I
Ew.
need is 40 to get that ass.
That's
Yup.
crazy.
Like Drake
So
said, how
that's
you
a
supposed to
real
stay with that
thing?
nigga in this economy?
Wait,
Drake
but how
said
do you
it.
even see how they look like and shit?
TikTok. They be going viral. Niggas be
Yeah.
getting stuck in DR, don't got no money,
Passport-
but you
yeah.
flying to pay for
I ain't gonna lie,
$5.
passport bros.
Priorities fucked
They
up.
done got stuck a few times.
I seen it on TikTok.
Yeah, they got stuck a few times.
You got to tap in, bro. Come on.
I don't be on TikTok.
See, that's the problem. You need to expand, Sam. That's the
That
that's
was
the
it.
If he
biggest
go to
problem.
therapy,
I can't get
if he
jiggy
go to
with it. I can't
therapy,
get
he'll
jiggy with it.
understand.
He has to expand.
I
So, for
tried.
real though. You phone, like even on his phone's outdated.
Oh my God.
What that is? 11?
First of all, that is not true.
What's that? What's
I got
that,
a
Sam?
16 plus.
Oh,
He just got it.
Tighten up, man.
bad.
Tighten up, little.
My bad. My
you
bad.
up
I had
there?
the 11 though.
See, but right now,
Talking shit.
but right now we on iOS 18. You on iOS 15.
How you
That
know
shit ain't
that?
update. That shit don't self update.
It don't say update.
It's because I had the 11. If I had the 11 right now, that should have been crazy what you said. That shit.
No, that would have been funny as shit. Though. But no, listen. Let's wrap it up though.
Hold on, you got nothing else? Nothing hot?
Nah, but
The conversations were great. This was one of the best podcasts I've ever been on.
We appreciate it. We
This is
appreciate
my
it.
third
We appreciate
podcast,
it.
and this one was very, very intriguing.
You ruffled a few feathers.
I
though.
like that. That's what I do.
yeah,
I like to leave my imprint. Next time you see me, you be like, "Oh, that's her."
nah, 'cause I feel,
The girl that made me
that's
feel like
her.
that.
You feel what I'm saying? But you know what? He did say, well, both of y'all did say that it was gonna be a little
I like Danny, though.
You ain't even know my goddamn name, but I knew your zodiac sign. That's crazy.
I gotta ask the sign before I know the name.
That's crazy.
But I like everybody's personality. This was a really good show. Shout out to black men doing good things.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Yes.
But please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to your YouTube channel. Oh my bad. Subscribe to follow us on TikTok, Instagram. Again, we on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. You know what I'm saying? We are here. This is our 6th episode. We made a 6th episode.
Six? We had 6?
I'm proud of y'all.
We
Hey,
got
make sure
6.
y'all go to Flanagan's Big Daddies and check out Humano, man.
Yes, Humano.
Humano, check them out.
It was so smooth, ladies. If you need something smooth, that was a smooth drink. I took a shot and I was like, "Ooh, I like that one."
We winning.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tequila.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Kathy, thank you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming.
What is it? Men's mental health?
Month, yes, it is.
Yes. It's a couple of awareness though. It's also Pride. Pride Month.
Oh,
Shout out to my gay people. I love y'all.
Also Pride.
So
out to the
so
gays.
make sure y'all get in tune, tap in with your emotional intelligence. Something Sam ain't got. Cause he
Y'all
refused
real tapped in my emotional
to
intelligence. Man.
Danny think that he out the magnify. I seen a lot today, Danny, but it's all good. Daddy think he off the clock. He try to throw it on Sam real quick. He try to throw it on Sam real quick.
I appreciate y'all for coming.
And that's how we gonna end it, people. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank y'all.